Antonia has swiped in London for about a week, and she's got lots of matches, and she's had guys message her. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show you her matches, why she matched with those men, what she liked about their profiles, but also what she did and didn't like about the way they actually messaged her. Were they boring? Were they interesting? Would she have ghosted? Would she have met them up on a date, etc.? Let us go. So the first guy is Al. Is that Al? Okay. What did you like about Al?
He's attractive. I like his pictures. They are, all over the world, pretty much.
Yeah. His profile makes him look like
he's traveling.
Yeah, like a very, very, very interesting lifestyle.
Yes, exactly.
High quality pictures.
Yeah, and in his bio he also says travel around the world. So I like that. Because
you also like to travel around the world.
Exactly. So I imagined myself traveling.
I was just about to say. That's literally what I was just about to say. So you imagine you and this man here traveling together.
Yeah. He's well dressed in all of the photos. He's riding a boat in one. That's why I matched him.
Yeah, he looks very cool.
Very good photos.
All in all, what did you think of him? Before we start going through his messages, what did you think of him? Like, once you started chatting to him, did you like him, or were you bored or what?
No, I liked him. He also didn't start the message with like a normal hey message, the conversation. I mean, he didn't start it with like a normal hey message, like he said actually something different.
In his first message he goes, "Hey, you're cute, nice name, I like. On a scale of 1 to 10 you're a 9. I'm the one you need, smiley face, whatever. Singing and dancing, let's go."
Yeah, actually singing and dancing, let's go, that was the one that I was like, okay, you got it. Like, and that's when I responded. Like, that one is the one I liked.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it was referring to my profile. Because on my profile I said, just a girl out there singing and dancing.
There you go. Right? So as I always say to you guys, you need to refer to things in the woman's profile. Now, though, interestingly, you said you almost got offended when he only said that you were a 9. Something that I have noticed is, like, I've done this before in the past. Like, you're almost my ideal woman. It's like, almost? Why almost? Why am I not all the way?
Yeah.
And then you picked up on that. And then, so he goes, really? If you're a 10, you don't need me. That's not fair. Here we go. So now there's banter, right? This isn't a logical conversation about who he is as a person or what he does. He's just having fun with you.
Yeah.
So if you're a 10, you don't need him. That's not fair. I guess you have a point. Not more. I prefer a 10 too. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Perfect couple. Check this guy out. Where we're on the pick with Beach. Oh, okay. Where were you on the pick with Beach?
Yeah, so I didn't get that.
Yeah.
So then I just said, wait, what do you mean?
So here is the thing. I believe that there's a strong possibility. I mean, I might be wrong, but I believe there's a possibility. Now, you guys, 10 plus 10 equals 20. Perfect couple. Then he double texted and said, where were you on the beach with a pic? You'd lose a lot of women here.
Yes.
Would you say that was starting to happen to you here?
Yes, it was, for sure.
Because you didn't know what he meant.
Yeah. And also it kind of like is, I don't know, like a bit too much maybe, because... Yeah,
the perfect couple thing.
Yeah, and then like he retexted,
Yes.
He like completely changed the subject as well.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The 10 plus 10 equals 20, perfect couple. If I'm right, I'm guessing that you had no idea what to say to that. And you weren't necessarily emotionally moved or compelled by it.
Yeah.
Then he double texts with, where were you on the pic with Beach? But that in itself didn't really make any sense. So then he triple texted.
Yeah.
And I honestly think at this point that if you weren't doing this challenge, you might have stopped responding.
Yeah, probably.
I think maybe not, but I think you might have done.
Yeah.
Which is interesting given how attractive the man is from his profile.
Yeah.
Anyway, he then goes, if you have 10 points, I want to have 10 too. Yeah, I don't know. He's losing me now. He's losing meat now. And I want to know, where is it? You know, the pictures with the bike. Haha, I see this is in Bali. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. I love it. Do you travel a lot? Add me. It's simple to talk. Would you? Okay, so he gave you his Instagram.
Yeah.
Would you have given it to him? Or would you have added him?
I probably would have at least like looked him up. Because, you know, just to see his photos, because yeah, he's traveling a lot. I travel a lot, so yeah, I would have looked him up. Maybe I would have followed him, but yeah, like you said, the conversation didn't catch me anymore towards the end. So,
but what I'm hearing is, what I'm basically hearing is that the conversation started strong and petered off. And he started to lose you, but there was enough interest based on how amazing his photos were, that you were still prepared to give him another chance.
Yeah, I mean,
or you were still interested.
I mean, I was prepared to
find out more,
to look him up on Instagram and check him out.
Oh, I see.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's not really because, I really want to meet this guy, or really want to like go on a date with him. It was more just like curiosity.
Yeah, because his chat started to lose you. If his chat matched the pictures, you'd have been all over him, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But still, though, here's the thing. If this wasn't part of the challenge, you would have looked him up on Instagram. You most likely would have followed him. And who knows what would have happened after that. You still very well could have ended up meeting him, having sex with him, marrying him. That's still possible.
Maybe.
So to the guy who's watching, this is what happens when your profile looks really good. Because even when you make mistakes with your messaging, you still can get away with things that other guys wouldn't if they had a terrible profile.
That's very true. Yeah, you're more likely to get a second chance.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So the next man is a man named Sam.
Yeah.
What did you like about Mr. Sam, who apparently only likes outgoing and passionate people, and he's got no time for mummies?
Oh, wow. I
presume he means mothers and not the Egyptian mummies that are wrapped in the cloths.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, right.
I just liked his pictures, I guess. They're interesting, at least the first two. His style, he's good looking. Yeah. That's really it.
And also, so what I'm seeing is like he has a good body, as we can see in the second picture.
He looks tall.
But the thing is, this picture, the second picture, he's not directly trying to show off his body. It's like he just happens to have a good body. But he's not like, hey, look at my body. I'm so hot. I'm so sexy.
Yeah.
Take a good look. Take a good look at my body. He's not actually saying that. Anyway, and the Squid Games picture at the end positions him as being, he can have a bit of fun and let his hair down.
Yeah.
How did it go when you and Sam started messaging? What happened? Talk to me. Talk to us. What happened?
Well, he started off flirting, basically, because he says, I like that rose. And in my profile, I have a picture with a rose.
One more time to the man who is listening. You want to reference a freaking profile. Yeah. Anyway, okay, cool. So he said he likes the rose. You said, haha, I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you do, yeah.
I'm sure you do.
Because the rose is covering a certain part of my body, because it's a very sexy picture.
Oh.
So he started off flirting like straight away, and I like that. I like that. Yeah, evidently. But in an indirect way, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Because he likes the rose.
Yeah, he likes the rose.
He didn't say he likes you. No, he said he likes the rose.
Yeah.
There we go. And then he says, are you in London for a visit? And then he double texted.
He did.
He double texted. We should meet for a drink sometime before you leave London. What are you doing tomorrow? Now, you then said, how do you know I'm only visiting? He goes, I figured lives in Badong is nowhere near England.
Yeah, I found that quite funny, actually.
I did, actually. I remember when you showed me that. I was like, this guy pays attention. That's very funny, very witty. Yeah. Also, you don't look from around here. Anyway, so go on.
Also, I was avoiding him I was avoiding his question by saying, how do you know I'm only visiting? Because of this experiment. Because I wanted the conversation to keep going.
Oh. Did you want the conversation to keep going because of the experiment or because you were enjoying interacting with him?
Both.
Oh, yeah. I see. I see. You were liking Sam's vibe.
I did, yeah.
Understood. Understood.
Do you have a problem with that?
It just is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
There's a new sheriff in town. All right, cool.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I did. I was trying to, you know.
All right, and you might have a point. Where do I look like I'm from then? He goes, you're a hybrid, half Italian, half Indonesian. Interesting. All right. Haha, you only say Indonesian because of Badung. No, for real, I didn't think of that. All right, where are you from then? I'm going to give you one more guess. Lol, at this point, you were British. And then you start responding.
Yeah.
Did you start responding because you were bored, or did you start responding because because of the challenge or something?
Because of the challenge, I think, yeah.
You would have kept going?
Yeah, probably. Like, if I was actually gonna go and meet the guy, yeah, I probably would have kept going.
Ricky. Now, what did you like about Ricky's profile? So Ricky's quite different to the last two. The last two were both black guys. Ricky looks white. Ricky has a different vibe as well. These previous guys looked a bit more, let's say, edgy. Whereas Ricky has a little bit of an edge, but he looks a bit more wholesome, in my opinion.
Wholesome?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
I just thought he was really cute. I liked his hair. I liked, yeah, he gives like a nice vibe. I don't know. Like a, good boy vibe. Yeah.
All right, so would you have swiped right on Ricky on your own? Like, if you weren't doing this challenge, would you have swiped right on Ricky?
Yeah.
You would have?
Yeah.
Because he has nice pictures. The thing about him is, his pictures aren't especially like, hey, look at me, my life is amazing. But they're not bad. Like, they're high quality pictures, and they make him look good.
Yeah.
And he happens to be very cute.
Yeah.
Well, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Objectively speaking.
Right.
However, when Ricky messaged you, he just said, hello, gorgeous. And you didn't respond.
I did not.
You ghosted him.
I mean,
you disregarded him.
Do you call it ghosted when you don't even started when you
That's a damn good point. You just ignored him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why did you ignore Ricky?
Well, because it wasn't interesting enough. It wasn't catchy enough.
It wasn't catchy.
No.
It wasn't something Antonia couldn't resist.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. All right.
Even though he, threw in a little compliment, but whatever. Like, he's probably sent that to 10 other girls. Copy paste,
Yeah. So, all right. So here's the thing, right? So far we've had two men who have messaged you with some kind of tailored message that related to your profile, and you responded to them. And then we have a guy named Ricky who sent you a lovely compliment that if I was reading a magazine like the Cosmopolitan or a newspaper like the Metro or the Evening Mail or something, they would say that you should send. But you completely ignored him. And why? Because as you said that when you're sending women just compliments, it becomes white noise because it actually kind of means nothing. In order for your message to mean something, it has to come from a more creative place. So as a result, Ricky sent that and he got no response whatsoever. Poor Ricky.
I think he'll be all right.
Maybe, maybe not. You don't know. Maybe Ricky's crying himself to sleep.
Maybe he is.
Maybe. Now, the next guy is Leon. Let's have a look at Leon now. What did you like about Leon's profile?
Very good pictures.
Let's look at that first picture. Crikey.
Which one is the first?
The one with the abdominals and the pectorals. That's my first picture.
Yeah, I didn't say
all right. All right, so you messed the order up. Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, so the first picture is the one where he's sitting and chilling. All right, cool. But so what I see in his profile is attractive guy, fantastic body.
Yes.
Although the picture makes it look like he's not trying to show it off. In a sense, it's like it's on the border.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is borderline. It is borderline.
But it's, it's good. It's good. Like,
it's
definitely
good.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and also, there's one picture where he's kind of like walking, sunglasses on, leather jacket, good looking. Yeah, he has really good pictures. He's good looking.
And let's notice that the guys that you have swiped right on so far, all of them basically have professional pictures.
Yeah, kind of.
None of them have bathroom selfies. Yes. None of them have, oh, here I am, I'm just with my mates and we're a bit drunk and it's a picture. Yeah. None of them actually have that.
Yeah.
Now, but the thing is though, right, here's the thing. So Leon, with the 6-pack and the pectorals, right, and the glistening wet body coming out the friggin' pool, the model and creative director, right? Yeah? This heartthrob.
Yeah.
Sexy motherfucker. He messaged you and he says, Hola Antonia, what are your weekend priorities? Working out, staying in bed, or something else? And you didn't fucking respond.
I didn't.
Why?
Because
I'm hurt for Leon.
Huh?
I'm hurt for Leon.
Are you though?
Yeah.
I'm really sure he's got other girls.
You don't know that. You don't know Leon's life.
Okay, I didn't respond because I had too much thinking to do. I had to put like effort in it and I just didn't have the time for it really. Like he asked me the question, I was busy when I read it and I was like, oh, I don't want to think about that now. And so I just exited the chat and Tinder and I was like, I just kept going with my life.
So when you did that, did you think to yourself, fuck this guy, I'm not responding? Or did you think something like, I won't respond to this now and I will... But so you had the intention... Gosh, it's so tough to do this. So you had the intention of replying at some point. Was that your intention?
It was, for sure.
But then it just never happened.
But it just never happened, yeah.
All right. There we go. So this happens a lot, right? So as men, like a lot of the guys that I coach, they'll be like, oh, this girl did not reply. And I believe that means that she hates me. Or I believe that means that she's had a look at me and she's gotten a feel for me as a person. And she's taken stock of who I am. And she's decided that what she sees isn't good enough. And often it isn't actually that. It's just that there was stuff going on at the time. Now, the reason why we say to not ask questions is because when you ask questions, you don't offer value. So what happened with Antonio is that this guy said, blah, 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 what are your weekend priorities? And he gave her work to do. So he's giving her mental work to do, but that mental work doesn't come with any kind of value whatsoever. Like he didn't make her laugh. He didn't make her smile. He didn't say something that made her chuckle. See, like that other guy who was the guy that said, I like that rose, for instance. Yeah. He's giving you something that's like, oh my God, he likes a rose. And was it the same guy who said dancing, let's go, or something like that?
No, different.
Different guy.
Yeah.
But when he said that, you were then like, oh my God, I like dancing. So because you already like dancing, he's reminded you of something that you like. And then you're, and now he's making you think about dancing with him. So now your brain is like, oh, what if we dance together? And what if we kind of grind together? Or what if he pulls me in and kisses me or whatever? Like you're imagining all of that stuff and he's giving you things. Whereas this guy here is asking you to do the work. Yeah. And then as a result, you did not reply. Even though he looks gorgeous. Even though he has abdominals I would kill for. Even though. Right? Even though he walks on a catwalk. Yeah. Right? You know, there's a song, right, called I'm Too Sexy. Have you heard that song? Yeah. Yeah. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my turn on the catwalk. On the catwalk. On the catwalk.
Wait, I don't know that song.
You know, it's the same song.
Are you making that up?
No, it's the same song. It's like a little bit. Sure? I swear to God, I do my turn. I thought you meant the catwalk. No, it's the same song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. That you're singing the chorus. I'm doing like the hook. Okay. Yeah. I'm too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. Anyway, next guy. New York and Japan. Oh, okay. So the next guy, his name is Amrit.
Amrit.
Now, I look at Amrit and I go, okay, I'm not even slightly surprised that Antonia liked him. Not even slightly.
Yeah.
Number one, he has a nice little bit of a tan, which I've noticed you tend to like. Number two, lots of traveling pictures. Lots of them, right? Number three, you can see his body. It doesn't look like he's trying to make you see his body. Number four, picture of him in a nice suit. Looking like, it's like wherever the hell he is, right? For him to have that picture there, he's probably got some money in his pocket. Probably, right? I don't really like the mirror selfie picture.
Yeah, same. He does not need that, actually.
And I don't feel like he needed the second picture with the yellow vest. He's got two pictures with that yellow vest on. He's just after the mirror selfie.
this one.
Yeah. I don't think he needed that.
Yeah.
But still, you tell me.
He probably wanted to show off his arms, though.
Probably. And to be fair, when you got arms like that, show them off. To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah. There you go.
So, is there anything about his profile that you liked that I haven't said? Because it's just been me talking.
No, I think you made all the points.
Yeah? I kind of covered everything,
You know me very well, I think. Yeah, no, I liked everything, yeah. It's good. He's traveling. He's has a good body, good looking tan.
Well, before we get on something, I want to say to the man who is watching, right? So, you cannot appear to be an average guy on a dating app. Look at all of these men. None of these men seem average, right? And that last guy with the fantastic abdominals, right? The model.
Say absolutely.
No, the abdominals. That's what they are, right? The fantastic abdominals. That guy there, you still ghosted him. Or you still ignored his message. So this kind of shows the level that you need to be at. And then guys might say things like, well, that's not fair because I am who I am. But it is what it is. You either level yourself up or you don't. Because if there is a woman who is morbidly obese and this woman wants to attract men like the ones that Antonia's matched with, she needs to get herself in shape. And she can cry about it as much as she wants. She can say it's not fair. She can say that she has a fantastic personality, but at the end of the day, if she doesn't get what she needs to have, it's not going to happen. So it is what it is. Messaging this guy right now, what did you think of him while you were messaging?
I don't know, like not much. Like the messages were very short, you know, and he straight away or like pretty quickly asked me for my Instagram, which is why I haven't responded because of the challenge. But if it wasn't for the challenge, I would have given him my Instagram. Yeah.
All right, interesting.
Also, I like the little compliment he gave me at the beginning. Your eyes are so pretty. I like that because I have the sexy photo in it and he's like picked the eyes to compliment. Yeah,
there we go. Yeah. You're looking all sexy and whatnot, but he looked past that and he complimented you on something else.
Now, if that was just a line or something, who knows? But I liked it.
Like, most likely. I mean, look, what are the odds that this guy really was like, oh my God, her eyes. You know what I mean? Yeah. What are the odds of that?
Like,
probably
I'm
not.
aware of that, you know? Like, I'm not stupid, right? But, like, yeah, it's still nice. Yeah.
Oh, look, I'm flying to Spain tomorrow and back in London next week. Look at this guy. Interesting, right? So what is implied by him letting you know that he's flying to Spain tomorrow?
Well, that he's a world traveler.
There you go. And that he's got shit going on.
He's busy. Yeah.
So even though he didn't like wow you with like amazing chat and like make you laugh and cry and blah, 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 even though he didn't like tantalize you with emotions, his whole image was so strong that you still would have given him your Instagram. Yeah. And most likely still would have met him.
Yeah. Probably.
Most likely.
Most likely, yeah.
He messages you next week and goes, hey, so I'm back in London and, you know, when you come to this rooftop bar and...
Rooftop.
Yeah, come to this rooftop and we'll chill.
Yeah.
All right, cool. David... His first photo is a mirror selfie showing off his abdominals, his trapezius muscles, and his pectorals. First picture. Second picture with a dog.
Yeah.
I know you love that picture.
I do.
Third one was a video of him doing pull-ups in the gymnasium. Fourth one, well, look at you getting excited. Fourth one is him standing next to a helicopter.
Yeah.
The fifth one is him scaling the side of a mountain. The sixth one, oh, of course you love this guy. The sixth one is him kissing a kitten. Two kittens. Of course you loved it. So talk to me about this guy.
Well, so to be honest, his first picture isn't amazing.
It's not, is it?
It's not.
No. But the abdominals look good enough for you to swipe, to scroll along and see more.
I mean, his body is good, but the picture itself isn't very
I know.
good. Yeah, you know.
I know. So the reason why she says this picture isn't that good is because for some reason, whatever reason, women don't like it when, as a man, you look like you're vain and you're trying to set up pictures. This picture clearly says, I want you to look at my body. It clearly says that. And on some level, for some reason, Antonia doesn't like it, but most women don't. That's basically what's going on here. But anyway, continue.
But I think his other pictures were interesting enough for me to swipe. Yeah, because, you know, he's climbing, he's, I don't know, riding helicopters apparently.
He's playing with animals.
Yeah, he likes animals, obviously, so.
He's traveling as well.
There you go.
He has this connection with his dog. They're just posing for a picture together.
Exactly.
Man and his best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, however, here's the however. You ghosted him pretty quickly.
I did.
He said, hola, Antonia. And you said, hey.
Yeah.
He said, how's your day going so far? Why did you not respond to that?
Well,
why?
Okay, with this one.
Why did you break this guy's heart?
With this one.
Why are you breaking hearts?
It's just what I do, apparently.
Apparently.
Okay, may I answer your question though?
No.
Okay.
Okay, answer.
So with this one, I wasn't going to respond even to the first message, to be honest, because it was just Ola Antonia. But I decided to give him another chance. Right. So then I said, hey. So then he goes, how is your day going so far? And it was again boring. So I'm like, okay, like never mind.
Well, there we go. So one more time, asking boring questions, it really doesn't do it. Because, yeah, you're not giving value. I've said it a gazillion times. But now we're seeing it in real time. So, again, something I really want to clarify to anyone who's watching is that I asked Antonia to be as truthful and honest with her responses as possible. So she's not responding to guys for the sake of it. She's ghosting whoever she would ordinarily ghost, and she's responding to whoever she would ordinarily respond to. That's what I asked. So all of this is as authentic as it possibly could be. This guy is called Naaman. First picture, he looks like quite a character. He's covered in tattoos.
And I think this is why I matched him, because he looks interesting. He looks like a person you want to get to know. He looks like someone you'd have fun with.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know why, but he just gives up that vibe.
He does. He's an intriguing guy. Artist, businessman, casino owner, He's got a video of him or a picture of him scuba diving.
Yeah.
That looks cool. Then he's got another picture of him diving into the water with his scuba gear. Then I'm guessing he's in Holland or something, or wherever the hell that windmill is. He's chilling with Donald Trump, apparently, or a waxwork figure. Anyway, his lifestyle is very interesting. Although, here's a crazy thing. So he messaged you and he sent you 5 messages in succession, and you ignored every single last one of them. Why?
Okay, with this one, because I got the feeling that he really liked me. And that he is very genuine. So I just didn't want to waste his time. If I'm being honest, that's it. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to make him think something, and then it's like never going to happen. So. Yeah.
Okay, so you would have responded?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you? Oh, I mean, I get. That means you wouldn't. That means you wouldn't. If you I guess that means you wouldn't.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
But the main reason why I didn't respond is because I didn't want to waste his time.
I get it.
But if I don't...
No, I do get that.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get that, but I'm doing calculations in my head.
Yeah.
Because you said that his profile looked amazing, right? That he looks really interesting.
Yeah.
And you're really fascinated by this guy, right? So if you were messaging people just off the back of profiles without them sending you any messages whatsoever, I think you'd have messaged them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I probably would have like responded about the Bali thing because he asked me about Bali, whatever.
But why are you like, yeah, and you're not like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, because it's still not like, oh my God, like I do want to respond to that. Like, yeah, for sure I would have responded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, okay, so I'm going to put my dating coach hat on and say why I believe you said that, right? Because in my head, like I said, I'm doing calculations. So I'm calculating how interested you were in his profile. And then it's like your interest in his profile was like somewhere between a 9 to a 7 or so, like maybe an 8.5 or something, or maybe even a 9. But then after his message, you're like, yeah, which now means your interest in him is like probably down to like a 6 or something, which means he's hurt his initial interest with these messages, which I find to be interesting. Now, here's the thing. He goes, hello, beautiful, right? So he's just throwing a compliment without any kind of wit or tension or whatever. Then he said, how are you doing today? So now he's asking you to make the conversation interesting. Then he said, so you're from Bali. I love Bali and have been there 3 times, spent 6 to 7 months in total there. I think we could be a great match. Let's talk and get to know each other. All of this sounds very lovely. But what's he done? He said, I really like you. Hi, I really like you. Do you like me? And now he's laid all his cards out on the table. He hasn't made you work for anything. And also, he hasn't really hit you with any wit. There's nothing here in any of these messages that makes you laugh or smile. There's nothing. It's nice, but nice isn't enough. It's nice, but fundamentally boring. Now, he said, so you're from Bali, and he likes Bali. And you said you might respond to the Bali thing because you've been to Bali, and him bringing up Bali has some form of emotional resonance with you. But nothing in the way that he messaged you made you laugh or smile or even want to reply.
Yeah.
I believe that if his first message was witty AF, as well as being really nice, I think you would have responded. I think so. Poor Naaman.
Yeah.
Fell in love with this Austrian woman. And she just completely...
How rude of me. How dare I?
I know, right? Now, I've got a chat from a guy called Tyler, but I don't see pictures of Tyler.
Yeah, because he unmatched me, so I couldn't take any pictures of him.
Oh, okay, you got unmatched.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's funny because I kind of had a feeling that he was going to, so that's why I took a screenshot of the chat before he unmatched me. Yeah, and then like 2 days later he unmatched me.
Yeah, because you hurt his feelings. Basically, because this man's got an ego, right? He's like, you know
exactly.
what? Yeah? Like, you know what? Yeah, man's Tyler, innit? You get me, bruv? And no, man ain't gonna be taken like no dickhead by some gal. You get me?
Yeah.
Now, so he says Antonia with a rose, which I'm guessing you took to be relating to the rose in your profile.
Yes, I did.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
I think it could possibly have been a coincidence.
I mean, maybe, yeah,
maybe
for sure.
But anyway, he says you in London, and then you said, I wonder why you use that rose. Smiley face. Yes, I am, but going to Birmingham, which is spelled incorrectly. Over. Yes, you did. BIRMINGHAM, but it's cool. It's cool. Like, it's cool. I'm hurt, but it's cool.
Whatever.
Over the weekend. Then he says, lol, let's hang out before you leave. Leaving tomorrow morning. This guy's like very to the point.
Yes.
Very to the point. Leaving tomorrow morning, then we gotta hang tonight, then let's go for a ride. Yeah. Now I want you to be really honest with me.
Yeah.
Right? I want you to be really honest with me.
I know what's coming.
And I want you to be really honest, not only with me, right? But with all of YouTube and people who are watching this video in 2035. Right? I want you to be honest with them as well. And your future children, if they're watching this video, like, oh, mommy, what were you doing on YouTube back then? Would you have met this guy to go for a ride if this was not part of a challenge?
Not that night, no. Not that night. Because it was 10 p.m., right, when he messaged me. And I clearly gave him a hint that you know, I'm leaving tomorrow morning, so we're not gonna be able to hang out before you leave. And then he pushed it, and he goes, let's go for a ride tonight. Like, let's, then we're gonna hang tonight then. And this is at 10 p.m. So for me, this indicates he just wants to fuck.
Of course.
Yeah, and I don't like that. So that's why I wouldn't. No, that's why I ignored him. I was like, no.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, then cool. So this wasn't a case where you're like, oh, Mr. Sexy Tyler, I would like to feel the warmth of your skin pressed against mine. You were like, actually, this guy is going too far, too fast, too early, and that actually turned you off.
Yes.
I see.
But that's me personally. Maybe other
Well,
girls.
I mean, well, the thing is, yeah. I mean, if he speaks like this to 10 women, 2 of them are probably gonna agree.
Yeah.
And the truth is that if he caught you on the right day at the right time, you'd have agreed as well.
I might have, yeah. And also, like, I might have gone another night, you know? Like, I might have maybe responded and be like, oh, I can't tonight, like, let's do another day or something. But, to be honest, like, I do not like to just meet and fuck and see you later. So that's why I didn't respond to that.
Okay. So, yeah, to guys watching, it's like there is value in what this guy's doing. Like, there really is. But it's like your profile has to be configured for it. So we haven't seen his pictures here, but if I can just look at his like tiny thing of his profile picture, he's clearly like an attractive man. He's clearly well put together. And I would imagine that he has a profile that basically screams, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
He had all professional photos. Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, but I bet his profile just kind of screams fuckboy. I bet it does. And if you have that and a bio that screams that as well, then you will filter out women who are looking for relationships. And then the women that you match with, you can be like, hey, well, let's just meet up. And again, if he does that with 10 women, he probably fuck 2 women a week doing this. I do believe he could.
Yeah.
Easily. Which is way more than the average guy. So he's getting loads of matches. Yeah. Let's say he matches 40 women and he just tells them all to meet and fuck. And then he fucks 2 of them. And 40 women a week, he's fucking 2 women a week. Boom. Done. Like, he's good with that. He's good with that. And then, of course, like every month or so, there's 1 woman that gets added to the rotation and then he sees her on a regular basis. So he does it often enough and then he's just like fucking women all the time. So good for Tyler, but it wasn't quite what Antonia was looking for.
Exactly.
At this specific moment in time. So, yeah, we are done. How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
Good. I mean, yeah. I wonder, like, is that enough or?
No, yeah, it is enough. So again, to the guys listening, I mean, one thing that you really should get is that having a great profile is essential. So these guys here, they all had top tier profiles, and I'm sure that you're looking at their profiles and going like, whoa, this guy looks really cool. Yet, even with that amazing top tier profile, they weren't all getting her to just leap into bed, and she was ghosting some of them. Like, some of these guys still got ghosted. So this is what it's like. So in order to compete, number one, to be fair, if you're a guy who's not in the gym, I suggest you get in the gym. And I really do, because so many guys in this scene want to try and say that you don't need to work on your appearance because looks don't matter. And they don't matter in the long term, but they really do matter in the short term. For instance, having a good body could be the difference between a girl like moving another way when you approach her or swiping right on you on an app. So no matter if your appearance doesn't look good enough, then they're not going to actually get to know you to actually find out how great your personality is. So you really do want to actually get in shape. But again, it's like you need to compete, because these guys here, they looked great. They had really good pictures. And even with their looking great and having really good pictures, they're still not all getting exactly what they want. Loads of these guys are being ignored. So if these guys are being ignored, what's happening to the guy from Shropshire or Feldon who just has mirror selfies and he's just like looking in the mirror and he's just kind of like smiling like, hey, this is me, this is what I look like. That guy's getting absolutely nothing. Yeah,
you do need good photos, that's for sure. Yeah.
So if you are that guy, I really strongly suggest that you either work on yourself or just give up. Like, you kind of have two options. So you either do what you need to do to create a profile that's attractive, or you just realize that this isn't for you and you move on. Now, if you actually are somebody like myself who's like, you know what, no, I don't give up, I'm going to get to where the hell I need to be, then fantastic, let's talk.